You know a restaurant is good when we're waiting outside for 25 minutes for it to open.
True. I mean, we did see pretty much everything in this town, I think.
We saw the important parts. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Maryana kind of worries me a little bit now because we're dressed very casually, and she tells me that the restaurant servers are wearing ties and stuff like that.
Yeah, I took a little sneak peek, and they're wearing like ties, white button-ups, and we're a bit more casual.
We're going shopping all the time, but I think I need to start upping my wardrobe game. Ooh, what's that all about?
Oh, the set menu. I didn't even
There's
know.
a set menu?
There's a sneak peek.
You ready, babe?
No, it's beautiful. You come to restaurants and you record usually other things, but here I'm recording down. It's incredible.
All right, so we're starting off with something that I've never seen before. I saw it in a video, like a prank, I think, once before, but this is a water list. I mean, I'm cool with tap, but they also got ones here that are like, you know, a little bit more fancy than that.
So far, the restaurant is very impressive. We have a water menu.
Beautiful.
I mean, we're on top of 2,000-year-old ruins, but is the food good? I feel so underdressed.
I think so.
I feel underdressed. Hopefully the lighting is good. Sorry guys if the lighting's trash. I've never done cheers with water before.
Should we do cheers with water?
Sure.
No, that feels wrong. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Wow, you can really, no. I taste water. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie on that one. I was gonna say you can really taste the H2O, you can really taste the oxygen molecules.
Oh, wow.
So they didn't bring us a menu, they brought us an atlas of food.
I don't think they can see me from behind this
Yeah,
menu.
no, look at this thing.
So I like this restaurant because they give you a few different set menus. They do have a la carte.
I think this is one of my favorite descriptions I've seen on a menu of something. The white pork mangalica. And the description is, it is a very fat pig which grows slowly in absolute freedom in the Balkan area and in Hungary.
Ooh.
That's some literal Google Translate stuff. I like it. You're supposed to break it up. You're supposed to let it aerate.
See,
Grazie.
I love putting the pressure on Vernon to pick the wine. It's an interesting choice of artwork. I don't think I can put that in a YouTube video.
2 days later.
Can I have the San Galantino con la piano? This looks like the kind of building where those eyes wide shut parties happen. You know what my biggest fear is when picking wine? That I'm gonna point to the one that's like above or below it.
Like you did in Turkey?
And sometimes, like if they went in order of price, like, hey, this one's 20, 21, 25, 30, then I'm cool with that. But like the difference could be 30 and like $200, you know? So like you can end up picking the wine and you'd be like, wow, this is really good for a $30 wine. And then all of a sudden you end up with a huge bill.
I wonder if people think we're pretentious recording ourselves eat.
The interesting thing is, yes, people probably do. However, those same people also watch YouTubers that do the same thing. So
You gotta make sacrifices.
which is it? Like it's like you don't want to see how the sausage is made, basically.
But I do want to see how the sausage is made.
How's my plating
Smell the
of the
cork.
wine cork? Dude, everything in this town smells like leather. I love it.
If you've never been to Italy, it smells incredible everywhere.
Oh my gosh, it does.
Besides Venice.
Wow. So this is a Sagrantino. This particular one, if you guys care about that sort of thing.
The chef welcome. Onion and olive stick, bread stick, beef and strawberry chutney, smoked tench, amberjack, smoked wasfish.
I feel bad because these are so beautiful and I almost feel bad destroying. It's like an artwork, the first bite.
Fruity and smoky. It kind of like goes back and forth. It's just like boom, 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 boom.
Wow, I want to try this breadstick.
Oh yeah, the breadstick.
Very delicate, very oniony. This might be the best breadsticks I've had in Italy.
If you don't like onion, this will convert you.
So I'm gonna need like 50 of those. Oh, I broke in two. It's very, very delicate.
Whoa. It's somehow crunchy also. And what's cool is that the plate that they're using, I gotta show this. That the plate that they're using is like a tile. We see these tiles all over the place.
It says in the back.
Inside the town, and it's got their name, the restaurant, on this tile. So it's like a custom tile plate for this restaurant, which is really, really cool. Actually, I'm starting to realize the fork was a bad idea for this. Let's see.
Oh,
Wow.
that did not taste like fish at all.
No. Let's try this one. What is this one?
I think this is for the fork. So my dilemma sometimes is they give you so much calorie. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta try this. Hold on, I'll talk about the calorie later. Oniony? Olive oily? Yeah, it's olive oil.
Is that? There's this flavor in there that's like it's sour, but it's not really sour.
I think it's some type of olive inside.
So the way I can describe it is banana peppers. Banana peppers are like related to jalapeno peppers. They taste like jalapeno peppers, but they're not spicy. This is kind of like, there's a sourness to it, but it's not sour. It just tastes like the sour.
So there's a lot of dishes and stuff they give you, right? And I never know what to do with them because this is like a new world to us, so we enjoy it. But I'm like trying to learn as we're doing it. So is there like a book I can get? Is there a video? Like comment down below. Let me know so I don't make a fool out of myself, so he doesn't make a fool out of himself.
You're like Wario.
I like when the artifacts are here because it makes you appreciate where you're dining.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. So far, this restaurant is not trying to just, it's not just surface. The food actually so far.
Oh, no, it's
so far,
fantastic.
so good,
yeah, no, it's fantastic.
I don't think this is what the people were eating 2,000 years ago.
Probably not. I don't think they were eating freaking amberjack and, aioli and stuff like that.
What would be fine dining 2,000 years ago?
Some random animal that the guy caught in the woods, sliced up, put it on a rock, and then he
So what are you
placed it in
eating
front of
now? The cingale, wild boar, right? And the deer, chatterbox?
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite comments that somebody had about the paleo diet or the caveman diet is when it was popular, some guy said that if you really wanted to eat a diet like a caveman, if you saw somebody with a pizza, you would stab them with a sharp stick and you would eat the pizza as fast as you can. And I'm like, honestly, that's probably the way a caveman would eat, right?
Umbria olive oil. This one is a cheese pizza.
A cheese pizza?
Yes, and under is caciocavallo cheese. It's from Sicily.
I bet you they sell this at like, what is that store? Air One? I bet you this
Air
is
One?
like $60 in
I'm
America.
never shopping at that store.
Or more. I've seen some of those prices in Air One. It's like $30 smoothies. I'm like, there is no way for $30 for a smoothie.
Although, we did just get a water menu, so.
But it was who are we to judge? How can the olive oil be so perfumey?
The flavor just kind of hangs out in your mouth after you're done.
Have you noticed that this bread, it's very dense. It's very soft, it's very pillowy, but it's very dense. You know what I noticed so far about this restaurant? It's very humble. The dishes aren't something crazy over the top. The presentation is very modest. It does not take away from the environment where you're at.
No, true.
So they even have in Umbria their own flatbread here. That's a specialty of the region.
You know what this is like? This is like the Red Lobster biscuits, but like the Italian version of the Red Lobster. Because it's like a biscuit, isn't it? Very light.
Wait till you try that.
Super light.
Wow. That cheese, incredible.
Whoa.
It's a little even better in the end where it pinches your tongue.
It's like they managed to take a pizza and just infuse the flavor into this bread.
But a lot of people come to Assisi. I mean, clearly very religious, very historic, very important city, but also a very delicious city.
Pancotto is under. The pancotto are made with the bread, olive oil, moragliolo, and a little bit pecorino cheese. In the middle, here, egg poché, and on the top, waffle pecorino cheese.
This is too beautiful to destroy, but we have to. It went down my chin.
It's a chin egg.
It is the perfect temperature.
It's always the perfect temperature.
It is always the
How do they
perfect
do
temperature.
that? How do they always make it the perfect temperature?
I still have egg in my chin.
No, they're good. That was a fail. The food fell right out of my mouth. This is why I could never work for the Michelin Guide, honestly. I would be a terrible, terrible taster. You know what the cheese tastes like? If you've ever been on a keto diet and you buy these chips, the cheese chips, right? It's really just pieces of dried cheese.
Like dried up Parmigiano.
This is what those pieces of cheese want to be. You think it would be considered offensive if I just had like a straw and sucked up all the breadcrumbs like that?
No more wine for you.
Just to see the guy's reaction.
I can't stop looking at the floor. It's tripping me out.
Is it just me, or is that part of that mosaic like hearts?
Kind of looks like it, yeah.
I don't think it was intentional, but it does look like that. The Wellington trout and hollandaise sauce.
I've never had this type of combination.
What is a
I wonder
Wellington
what
trout?
Chef Gordon Ramsay would think of this.
What is a Wellington? Is that just some kind of crispy crust that they bake things inside of?
You know what I wonder? Where do they store all these crazy plates? Like some of these plates are just massive.
Every plate, I did notice that too. Every plate is like a different design.
Vernon's having a moment. I want to do this in like 2 bites. Oh no, I ruined it. Oh, I ruined it.
Do you want to switch? Psych.
Ooh, the fish is very tender. This doesn't look as pretty as when it arrived, but so far this is probably my least favorite dish.
Yeah.
It doesn't stand out. It's good. Like all the ingredients are excellent. It's interesting presentation, but it's not like...
It's interesting presentation, but for me, it just falls apart. I'm so terrible at this.
I know. I'm trying to figure this out to do it properly. Oh no, the lentils are falling.
You know what's interesting about the hollandaise sauce? It's like whipped. It's like a whipped cream. It's not even like a sauce.
The best version of that I've had. I just feel like the lentils are missing something.
Oh.
Yo, the amount of appetizers. If you ever think you're going to be hungry in these restaurants...
This is impossible. Etruscan pork and pomegranate. See, you were close because you said, what were people eating like 2,000 years ago? And roughly around that time, before the Romans, they were called the Etruscans. And you said they were eating wild boar. It's pork. Pretty close.
This looks like the Roman satellite. Does it look like a leaf or like beef jerky?
Let me try it. Sometimes I try to give you guys a comparison of what flavor this is like. I just don't know. This is bread.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I got everything. I managed to get everything in one bite. What is it with pork and pomegranate? It's like a match made in heaven. Wow, the pork is so soft. I wonder if this is the pork that was living slowly.
Risotto carnaroli from Tenuta San Carlo Farm. Scampi tartare. Scampi biscuit.
You ready to destroy this?
Yes. He said we have to mix it up, right?
Yeah. It smells really good. Yeah, you just wait for me. I'm gonna do a big bite. The risotto is al dente.
They like the tougher, crunchier risotto.
Scampi, super smooth, super delicate.
I don't even taste it.
It melts when you bite into the risotto. The shrimp, just like it disintegrates.
It's like scampi flavored risotto rather than scampi in the risotto.
And whatever that reduction, that sauce was, they added a little bit of like almost bitterness.
They call it a scampi sauce.
I'm sure it's more complex than that, but...
On the top you have the roast onion cooked in the oven. Under there is a soup onion alla francese, no? Ricette francese. Around is the juice, onion juice. Onion aged in beeswax. Onion aromatic wine.
Amazing.
That's unique, wow.
Just onion.
Just onion, wow. I just thought this was going to be a small course of onion. This is 3 different forms of onion.
This is my favorite dish so far. And I'm not even trying, I haven't even tried it yet. And I love how earlier I was just kind of crapping on onions and I was saying like, oh, I used to hate onions.
Yeah?
This now I used to like onions, now I love onions. This, I would call this dish 50 Shades of Onion. This is onion juice, like an onion, look at this wine glass.
Is there an ice cube inside of that?
This is, yes, there's an ice cube inside. This is onion, like what is onion
the color
wine?
of that.
Oh, I gotta take a picture of this one.
Yeah.
Because my friend is gonna freak out. He's gonna
Which onion are we starting with?
We're starting with the one, we'll just go in the order that he gave it to us. You can't overthink onions. I mean, they overthought onions. So let's not do the same.
Okay,
you ever cut onions with a knife and a fork before?
No, never in my life.
I feel like this is what vegans fantasize about. It tastes like onions. Whoa, that juice, oh my God.
I actually like the puree on the bottom from this dish the most. I like the texture. It's perfectly cooked.
That's what I like about these kinds of restaurants is that they take an ingredient or something that you've eaten 1,000 times in the past and they bring it up.
Are we going for the cracker? Is this one bite? Oh, look at this. It's pretty big. Hopefully it looks interesting in camera. It looks really interesting in person, the texture. Yeah, they put like a thing on the bottom to make it stick to the plate. Wow, this is interesting. Is yours kind of sweet? Yeah, like it gets stuck to the roof of your mouth. That's the most unique onion I've had.
Wow.
I don't know if I like that. I don't like
what
that
does it smell like?
Onion socks.
It smells like onion perfume to onions.
I don't know, I'm nervous.
It doesn't taste like onions.
Oh.
What is this?
Onion.
No.
Yes.
This is if an onion became a winemaker. That's what this tastes like.
Does this have alcohol?
It does taste like that. That's what I'm saying. This is like an onion liqueur. If there was ever such a thing as an onion liqueur, this is probably what it tastes like.
Never in my life.
I expect my onions to taste like that from now on.
All my burps taste like onions. I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it real because you wonder that. Don't lie that you don't. Is it coming
I think it's
here?
ours. He's coming over here. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hello.
The plate is the pigeon and the vernaccia is the old Umbrian red grape. This is the big match with the pigeon. The breast without bones. The stuffed the breast is the liver pigeon and the vernaccia grape. The breast around the leaf vernaccia on the barbecue, on the BBQ.
Wow.
And the serve on side with the celery, black celery from Trevi.
You know what I forgot to ask him? If this pigeon's from Umbria. Is that a local pigeon?
Oh, that's so snobby. I kind of feel like this has to be my new favorite item now from what we've eaten so far.
There's something about like when you watch it being made or like finished next to you.
It feels more special.
It's like a new appreciation. It's super delicate, incredibly delicate. You ready? Wow. Ooh, crispy skin.
So perfumey.
I think pigeon's definitely like, I guess it would be considered poultry, right? I think it's definitely the most unique, because it's like, it's not as gamey as duck, but it's got more oomph going for it than chicken.
I was just photographing the pigeons earlier too.
Oh no, trying to get the perfect bite and it's falling. It's an interesting combination because the pigeon and the sauce is very rich and the celery is very fresh and aromatic. So when you pair it together, it's quite nice. Can you imagine how delicate you have to do this? To be able to stuff a pigeon breast, how small that is? I think this is my favorite dish so far.
Really?
Yeah. Vernon's already done. I'm savoring every single bite.
What did he call this? Pre-dessert?
He said one shot. Is this liquid? Is this a shot glass? Vernon Figini. Oh, there's like a little pedestal.
Wow. Oh my God. What?
It's cold.
What is that?
It's salty.
What flavor is this? All of them. Yes. It felt like I got slapped with every texture, every temperature, every flavor, everything.
I know the best way of describing this. Imagine if you made a sugar cookie made out of snow and you put some salt on it.
Yeah. And a little bit of vanilla, because it had a little bit of vanilla
in the
taste. But then you cranked up every flavor to 11 because you just got...
Yeah, definitely not hungry. What would people be eating for dessert 2,000 years ago?
Yeah, true,
Biscuits, honey, and milk. I don't know if it was sheep. It was definitely...
I don't think it was in a foam form. Like,
You're right.
Ancient Romans weren't drinking foam milk. Okay.
Do you want to eat the honeycomb or the foam
We're
first?
going to go with the foam.
The foam? Okay.
Is this even a real cookie? It looks like a...
It's not a cookie, it's like a flan.
Wow.
I feel bad breaking this cone.
Question, do you think the little sprinkles on there are bee pollen?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I can't break this
I
one.
feel like bee pollen is like the dessert version of caviar. You know what I'm saying? Like you sprinkle it on anything and it kind of like elevates it.
I'm just going to go eat the whole honeycomb.
Go ahead.
Because it's very hard. I love honey. This is like, I would ask more of this.
Really?
I want cookies like
Let's see.
this. It's very strong flavor. If you don't like honey, you're going to hate that.
You're just trying to take my honey.
Sometimes I feel bad for the person that has to wash all this in the back.
You think they have a machine or do you think they hand wash these?
Hand. There's no way. But the floor is still tripping me out.
Yeah, that's wild, isn't it?
It's quite the drop. It's like at least, 2 meters is European. It's probably like maybe 10 feet. These are almost too cute to eat. But we must.
Ladies' kisses first.
They're so small. They're the perfect bite. Just a little bit of sweetness of the hazelnut.
What do you call this one? Lemon tart?
Do you know what I thought this was? I thought this was in a wrapper. So doesn't it look like it's in a wrapper? It's not. You eat the whole thing.
I'm starting to be able to break down what it takes to make something a Michelin star or like a high-end restaurant experience. Whatever you do, to get small plates, small items, and find a way to use some sort of a food paste to glue it to the bottom of the plate. They always do that, don't they? Like
So everything fall.
Yeah, but everything you pick up, it's like, oh wow, there's something that's kind of sticking it to the bottom of the plate.
Come on, lemon. It was a bigger bite than I thought. Feels like there's like 5 textures in here. They should have called that like the 5 stages of lemon.
Tiramisu.
It's like
This one's kind of interesting because
every kind of diabetes, I imagine.
this one's kind of interesting because we live in the area where this is from.
I mean, naturally, tiramisu,
Wow.
tradition. Oh, it's so moist.
The coffee's strong in that one.
It's like a modified but like enhanced tiramisu.
So to answer your question, no, they weren't eating this 2,000 years ago. You asked that at the beginning. You think, what do you think they were
No.
eating? Hey, it ain't this.
Maybe the milk, the honey, the milk. Oh my God.
And that, Maryana,
That last dessert, wow.
was the last of it.
No, it's not.
There's another thing on the menu? Oh, I was gonna say. It scared me here. How long is this video? I need this. This is amazing. Oh, sorry.
It's very, very short. Look at the detail. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever been this close to something so precious.
Yeah, right?
Wow, look at that.
I mean, I also don't think we've ever been under a restaurant.
Yeah, this is a first.
I don't know how these photos are gonna come out, but this just looks so cool.
Look at the wall over there. Can you imagine people living here 2,000 years ago? So I was wrong, it was 79 AD, not BC.
I think I take so much for granted imagining what life was like back then.
Vern, I think I have new, oh my God, it's really tight in here.
You need one of these cellars?
Yes, can I have this at the house?
Sure.
Look at that bottle over there. That's huge.
I love it.
That book was probably like €40.
You said the burp was €40?